This is Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Talk to me. Yeah, testing, testicles, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1206 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Ow, I hit my elbow. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, biches? Welcome to the Sunday Funday Q&Anus, also known as the Q&Anus, if you're fancy. If you like entrees and appetizers, it's the Q&Anus, huh? We're going to do some Q&As. Oh, yeah. All right, so for those of you that are new to the Slamcast, if it's your virgin cast, if you're popping your swole chair, you could drop that in the comments down below, and I'd like to say what's up. I'd like to welcome you. I'd like to welcome you to the crazy fucking ridiculous cast. What's going on? Papa Swolio is here. Oh my goodness, got here faster than fat YouTubers to a mukbang. No shit. Did you catch the latest video today? I posted one on the main channel, Swolenormous. I posted one on that dude. I guess he's a dude. Nico Cotto Avocado. I thought about it once I posted. I'm like, I wonder if there's like some gender thing here that I'm like crossing boundaries with, because I don't watch the content. Who knows when you see someone that's posting all sorts of stuff like that, who knows what they want you to call them. And I'm like, oh, someone's gonna get pissed off at me, but whatever. I wouldn't care either way. It'd be like, all right, well, that's your fault for confusing people, for confusing old Papa Swolio. I'm a very simple man. 1 or 0. I'm a very simple man. Left or right, up or down, man, woman. Let's keep it simple. You can like what you want, but don't confuse me. Don't make life's already a confusing puzzle. Life's already confusing enough. You're going to make me learn new things. Stop making me learn new things. Stop it. I'm just fucking around. Am I? What? All right. It's 8 p.m. here. Oh, where are you watching from? If it's 5 hours plus, you're probably in the UK. When's the watermelon mukbang? I do a watermelon mukbang every day, or most of the time. Like, that's a normal thing. I just eat a watermelon. I wouldn't eat more than a watermelon anyway. So anything more than just a watermelon mukbang is like one watermelon. No one's sitting there eating you're just drinking water essentially. You're just drinking water. If you eat a watermelon, like one, you're going to be full. You don't need, a watermelon mukbang. Look at all this watermelon. You got one, maybe two. Maybe two watermelon. I don't want to make myself sick on it. I usually do, but I just love it so much. So I eat plenty. That just reminded me, I wasn't gonna go anywhere today. Now I feel like I need to get some watermelon. Oh my goodness. Now you guys are gonna make me leave and get some fucking watermelon. Who said that? Who said that watermelon thing? Now I'm gonna have to go. Nicholas, god damn it. All right, the like police is here. All right, smash that like button, everyone. If you're here, smash it, fucking smash it. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about the mukbang video? Did you catch that? I don't watch his content, nor shall I. I'm not going to watch it. Just look at the thumbnails. You know what it's all about. I guess what ASMR is, those nice little sounds when you hear tapping or scratching or shuffling. People like to listen to people fucking eat. Holy shit. How can you have ASMR for that? How can that like really tickle your pickle? How can that tickle your fucking pickle? Really? How can listening to someone stuff their fat fucking face give you like, ooh, it makes me feel all gushy. It makes me feel all tickly inside. Hearing someone just get fatter by the fucking second. Good Lord. A mukbang is just really, it's like a food snuff film. That's what a mukbang is. It's watching someone kill themselves on camera. A slow death. Watch someone get diabetes live or in video. Here, let me post 45-minute video of me eating this fucking buffet. Okay, tons of fun. Really want to see that. Can't wait. Something I wanted, that's how I want to spend my life. That's how I want to spend time in my life that I can't get back, is watch you stuff your fat fucking face. Give me a break. We got gains to make. I got shit to do. I got to make some fucking gains. Got to go cook a steak like a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Like a fucking man. Gonna cook a steak like a man. Put it on the fucking grill. Get those lines on it. Then eat it. Watch blood dripping down my face like a fucking savage. Yeah. Hearing people eating makes me feel aggressive. That makes you pissed off. What are your thoughts on competitive eating? Well, competitive eating, I think, is a little bit competitive eating. At least, I don't have a problem with it, to be honest. I don't have a problem with competitive eating, and the reason is because it's not pretending to be something else. It's like, look, we're competing eating. Okay, but there's prizes and there's like that's like a thing that people do. So you don't have that many. Not many people do competitive eating. Let's think about this. How many more people do mukbangs and eat buffets and fast food every fucking day than people that competitively eat? So there's like a few people percentage-wise that actually competitively eat. And then you have everyone else that just eats a lot of fucking calories every day. Every fucking day. So that's the problem. You're going to have people, because not everyone can competitively eat, but a lot of people could get millions of subscribers on YouTube. So the easiest thing to do is just to sit and fucking eat and make all these videos. I didn't even know. People were saying that this guy that I made the video on, Nico Cado, was a vegan like a little while ago. And I looked and I saw a video and he's like skinny. He's skinny. He played the violin or some shit. I only saw like one or two things and I got on with my life. But apparently he was a vegan and then all of a sudden started doing mukbang things. And obviously it's working out for him, making a lot of money, which is cool. Look what I do. I fucking talk into a microphone. I do podcasts, I put nuts on chins, and I have my opinion. I work out and I do stuff like that. I just feel like I'm helping people. Entertainment is fine. There's nothing wrong with entertainment, but I want to go to sleep and feel like, okay, I did something valuable. Yeah, I entertain people. I just ate myself. People are watching me kill myself. People are watching me do something that they would never do themselves because it'll make them feel sick and give them health problems. But I'll do it for money. I'll do it because I want people to like me. That's what it seems like. Hey guys, can I hang out with you? Look what I can do. Oh, just fucking your face with food. Hey, can I join your group? Can I be friends with you? Can you like me? Can you like me, please? Please, look, I can eat. I can eat food. Yeah, but you can eat, but I can eat a lot. Look at all the food that I could eat. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Am I accepted now? Am I accepted? Can I stay? Can I stay? Fucking Las Vegas. What's up? Where you watching from, fam? Where are we watching? Slow day at work so I can watch another live. Love getting paid to watch Papa Swole. Ooh, yeah. Thanks, Logan. Reps. Hit the button. Ooh. Get a little gorilla noises coming in. Good morning from Alaska. Logan's tuning in from Alaska. Thanks to the employer that's paying for him to make some sick fucking gains. What are my thoughts on CrossFit? You'll get not for the average person. Unfortunately, everyone's gonna get angry at me. I don't know what Camp Gladiator is. Sounds like treating people. The problem with performance-based things, when you have average people going into like performance-based types of training, people get hurt. People get hurt a lot. And it usually doesn't give people, and it doesn't really give people, it gives people community. Look, it gets them off the couch, so it's fine. If you want to try it, that's fine. I don't think it's the best place to start. I don't think you can give a lot of quality guidance for highly technical moves. I don't think you're able to isolate people's individual issues and help each person with enough focus and attention for the high risk, high impact, high stress, types of training. I know it's you could definitely on-ramp people properly, but think of how much quantity there is out there. Think of how many people are doing this, how many gyms are doing this. There's always going to be a quality issue. So it depends on the person. It depends on the integration, depends on the application of everything and how it's implemented. You can do powerlifting and do stupid shit and put too much on the bar and kill yourself. You can do that bodybuilding. You can lift too heavy and hurt yourself. You can put too much on the bar for deadlifts. Anyone can. So injury rates are going to go with information, but when you're being taught something, when you have a lot of newbies coming in, I don't think that's the best way to start. I don't. I think you need to have a great foundation with like just fundamental human movement when it comes to yoga and strength training and putting that kind of overload. You don't want to throw people into just like random shit. Northwest Indiana, North Georgia, Texas, Tejas. Catching the Daily Swole while meal prepping. Oh, yeah. Czech Republic. All right. Sweet. Sweet. All right, let's take some questions. Remember, today's a Q&Anus, so let's bring up some questions now. Drop your questions below, whatever they are. I'll get to as many as I can. We're underway. Sunday Funday Q&Anus is here. So now you can drop your questions, fam. Everyone that's tuning in, today is questions day. I'm gonna try to get to as many as I can. So I'm not gonna try. I'm going to get to as many as I can. But hopefully I can get to everyone's question. Usually can't, but put your questions in the comments below and make sure you ask if you want to see it. If I don't get to it in time, just put it up there again because I'm not going to scroll indefinitely. While I work on a stronger back, what muscle groups can I activate when I am bent over to care for my son? To take the stress off my lower back. While I work on a stronger back. Deadlifts. I would say deadlifts is probably one of the best exercises. Deadlifts and glute activation exercises like hip bridges and stuff. Do I have any experience with high blood pressure in heavy lifters? You have high blood pressure when you're working out? Everyone does. What do you mean? You need to lose weight. You need to lose excess body weight. And I would implement some like lower intensity cardiovascular activity, like walking regularly. You're welcome, Haley. About to get my gains to the gym and listening to you for motivation. Good afternoon from Texas. Thanks for your content. You're welcome. Thank you. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Whenever I hear Minneapolis, Minnesota, I think of Mighty Ducks 2. When everyone stands up and they say where they're from, and everyone's like, Charlie Conway, Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's what I remember. Every time I hear Minneapolis, Minnesota, I think about Mighty Ducks 2. Mackenzie Kamen, should you be doing more reps on your weaker leg during single leg exercises to help with imbalances? Sure. Depends on what your imbalance is. And if you're actually locking down your imbalance and you understand your imbalance properly, sometimes an imbalance on one side can come from the other side. So depends. It depends on what the imbalance is. So I can't say for sure it's the same side. But yeah, of course, you have to isolate and focus on areas of weakness. Certainly can. That's a good point. So those of you that are maybe those of you that are getting or having issues with notifications, let's say on YouTube, because YouTube gives great notifications. Everyone unanimously says YouTube notifications are the best. But Logan brings up a good point. A lot of problems with YouTube notifications come from having too many bells clicked. So go through your subscriptions and cut out the weeds you have gathered. I would agree with that. A lot of people think that their notifications, even on all platforms, suck when they're just really turning on alerts for way too many things. So if you have alerts for all these, remember the apps, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, they don't want to annoy you. Think about this. They don't want to annoy you. They want to give you notifications, but they don't want to annoy you. If you're getting 100 notifications a day, what are you likely to do? Probably stop using the app so much. You're going to shut it down or delete it and be like, fuck this, I'm not using Instagram anymore, or I'm not using YouTube anymore. I just get too many notifications. That's why they don't want to annoy you. So if you have 20 notifications clicked, think about that. You have potentially you have 20 or 30 notifications in a day. If they just gave you notifications for everything that you hit the bell for. So they can't. Or not all at the same time. The algorithm is going to space out when you get notifications. So if you just respond or got one an hour ago, they might not give you a notification when I go live until I've been live for half an hour. And you're like, hey, I didn't get my notification. Well, it's because you got one earlier. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you delete the bullshit. Not me. Come on. You want to get mine. Fucking I'm the number one, motherfucker. Number one on your notifications list. Turn me up. Turn me up, Beesh. Every fucking day. Turn me up. Oh, coffee burps. Those coffee burps. Coffee burps are legit. Like that's no joke. That's no joke. I'm feeling it. Ooh. Coffee burps. Oh, it feels good though. Coffee burps feel good. Nikki Brown, love your content, Papa. Why, thank you. What would you suggest for a 55-year-old man to start an exercise regimen? He has never worked out before and it's changing to a healthier diet. Cool. All right. Here's what I would say for someone who's kind of like an old dog, teaching an old dog new tricks. You don't want to give too many tricks to learn. Okay. When you're changing habits, big habits like that, especially when you're 55 and you got aches and pains and injuries and you're moving your body. It's like, you just got like, you're just greasing the wheel. You haven't opened the steel door in 50 fucking years. And all of a sudden it's like rusted shut. You got to allow for that kind of habit to build. You don't want to be putting too many things on the plate. You don't want to be stressing psychologically, like trying to do this. You're changing diet, then you're changing this, and you're exercising. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I would start with the basics. Start with like 2 to 3 times a week. Start with yoga classes. I would recommend that. That's really going to do the most benefit to someone who's never worked out. No joke. Yoga it's going to be challenging. He's going to get plenty sore, but it's not going to be sore in a dangerous way. It's just going to be waking up all these muscles that have never worked. It's zero impact. It's really going to work on all areas of his fitness in terms of activating certain muscles, inhibiting and lengthening other muscles, teaching him how to feel and notice the changes in his body and when one side's tight and one side's not. It's going to give endurance, cardiovascular benefits from getting his head below his heart in all these different positions. It's going to be doing everything. So I would say start doing yoga and walking and stuff, just being more active. That's the fucking best answer you're ever going to get. Done. Ba-ba-boom, boom. Ba-ba-ba-boom, boom. Mendel Ivory. Hey, Papa, any advice for high blood pressure? I switched from a lot of running and cardio to heavy lifting. Well, that's probably why. You can start bringing back in more lower intensity, longer duration cardio. You could also start practicing yoga. You could also look to your diet. Sometimes nutritional aspects can elevate blood pressure, can stress out the body. I'm not a medical professional, so I'm not going to, your doctor should be talking to you about high blood pressure or maybe some of the things that would cause that. I think sometimes that's also hereditary, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not a blood pressure expert. You know what's also interesting? When you have like heart rate and blood pressure, some people, it's hard when you think about those kind of measurements that are done in the doctor's office. And this is true. I forget actually exactly what it's called, but when people go to the doctors, a lot of times they're nervous. They're nervous they're going to find out something bad. They're nervous that they're going to feel something, or the doctor's going to say, well, you have this, or this is elevated, or this is too low, or this is too this. So people get nervous. So when you do a blood pressure test or a heart rate and all those things and respiratory rate, people sometimes have that. I think it's like white coat syndrome, when you're in the doctor's office and you just get nervous. So those measurements I'm just saying, they're not always accurate because you're in a stressful situation where you're nervous that you're going to have some disease or you're going to have some kind of something wrong that you have to take care of. So sometimes those numbers can be different. People get nervous from their environment. Ashley, what are your thoughts of using a chiropractor against just using yoga to help with back issues? I don't go to chiropractors. I wouldn't recommend anyone. That I leave that up to people's personal, because I know a lot of people that have had not good experiences and problems have gotten worse. And I know some people that swear by it. So I think not that it's really good or bad. It probably comes down to like the individual person practicing, because it can be something where they're almost acting like a physical therapist and doing a lot of muscular. You could be a chiropractor and be doing corrective exercise and activation. People are like, wow, I go to my chiropractor, I feel so much better. But they don't know what to say. They don't say, well, my chiropractor does great with soft tissue and we did all these stabilization exercise and coordination exercise they told me to do. So people are getting like all these benefits from that. And then other chiropractors are like, okay, cool, lie on your side. And they just crack things. And people are like, oh, I don't feel any better. So it depends on what your chiropractor is actually doing, what the actual practice and the scope and what they're doing. Because you could have some people that really know what they're doing and help you in addition to those alignments, quote unquote, and things but I think most can be fixed with yoga and strength training and maybe like massage, deep tissue things, which may or may not overlap into like a Venn diagram with a chiropractic medicine. But I've never had the need for it. I wouldn't go to a chiropractor overdoing yoga. That's for damn sure. Michelle Mercier, ever get toe cramps from your toes seize up during yoga? Yeah, if I'm dehydrated. If you're dehydrated, that can easily happen. Maybe magnesium's a little bit low, maybe electrolytes are a little bit low. Or if you're doing yoga and you're just kind of fatigued, because yoga is going to wake up a lot of those small muscles, which is why it's really important. Now I'm barefoot all the time, but I also do a lot of like calf training and leg training. So sometimes my muscles are just fatigued, but I usually don't drink as much water as I think I do because I sweat a lot, and I'm also living in Florida. So there's a lot of, I lose a lot of water when I go to the gym, when I do yoga. So I still tend to, I drink a lot of water, but I tend to sometimes drink more coffee than water. And drinking coffee actually sends me away from drinking water, or I'll drink a lot of water, but it's really not as much as I think I'm drinking. That's why I always make it a point to tell all of you that. So actually, you know what? We do this once in a while. Water break, everyone. Water break. So wherever you're watching or listening, even if you're not catching this live, let's hit the pause button and everyone chug water for a few seconds. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh yeah. Oh goodness gracious. That felt good. I like that. We'll do that more often. I always say we're going to do it more often than I forget, but water break on the Daily Swole. Isn't it great? The Daily Swole is going to help you all hydrate better if we just keep on doing that. So that'll be a new thing. We're just going to do water breaks where we all hit some water up for a while. It's really easy to get lost in what you're doing, especially for me. Think about it. If I do the podcast for an hour every day, it's an hour where I'm just drinking coffee or I'm not chugging water. You know, not everyone wants to hear you drink fucking water, but I think if we have it with a purpose, I think it's a good shit. It's a good tip. Oh yeah, feels good. I get the water burp. The water burp's gonna come up. Ashley, do you have a recommendation on a company you use to get your workout equipment? No, I don't know what you mean. What workout equipment on a company I use? Go on Amazon. Not sure what you mean. I don't buy workout equipment like that. A business question. Shift for a K. After 3+ years, how many people are working in your business? Just curious and admirative. And what is the hardest part for you? The hardest part for me is getting everything done and feeling like I've done enough for me. Because for me, there's a lot of daily tasks like any kind of business, but for me, a lot of it's the same. So every day it's like the Daily Swole. So it's kind of like something that will never actually get completed. And a lot of what I do with content and stuff is kind of like the stuff that never ends. It's like, hey, I did a YouTube video today. Cool. I accomplished that. It's like, well, you got to do another one because you got one tomorrow and then you got the next day and the next day after that. And then you have another channel. So I mean, I have a lot of different avenues too. So we just started the second. I got to start promoting that. I should have put this in the corner here. Let me actually do that now. I have more to say about this question, so don't you worry about that. Let's see. So you know what? Let's make it. I'm going to make it a point right now. Make sure I'm going to put this in the corner. So the Daily Swole, we just started an Instagram account at the Daily Swole. So I'll just put that there for now. At least it's something decent. So at the Daily Swole on Instagram. So now we got 2 Instagram channels, got 3 YouTube channels, Twitter, Swolenormous X, the podcast. This is just a lot of different avenues for content. So in terms of working in, I have one who's in. So, I mean, it depends on what capacity you mean. So there's like sometimes, contracting and stuff like that. So maybe like, if you count that, including me, probably like 3. So yeah, I mean, I do a lot. I do a lot myself, and I do. It's all the time. But when you're doing something that you enjoy and that you love doing, that you're creating, so that's why I do the things the way I do them, because I'm going to do it every day. So I'm going to make it the way I want it to be. I don't like to make videos. I don't want to do things that, not necessarily that take a lot of time, but I'm not going to do something that really interferes with my life. So what I've been doing lately is streamlining, managing my time better, focusing my attention on certain areas, maximizing my time more, maximizing what I focus my attention on in terms of, okay, where's the best use of my time? Because when you're starting out a business yourself, you're doing everything. So there is no, what's the best use of my time? I mean, there is, but you still have to do everything. So it's okay. You still have to do everything, but you need to still figure out you still have to do what's important and all the tasks, everything. But once you start expanding, the best thing to do is to offload the tasks and offload the things that someone else can do. And I'm focusing more and more now on the things that only I can do, like record the content and film the content and do the podcast. Like I don't have a double. I can't clone myself. There is no other Papa Swolio, which is cool. There's no other Papa Swolio. But yeah. I think it's just the mental thing. The mental thing. That's the hardest part. The mental thing, feeling like it's all been done, because tomorrow it's more. It's more. It's more. So anyway, go follow The Daily Swole on Instagram at The Daily Swole. Dun, 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 dun. Carissa Grimm. Good question coming, I think. I think this is going to be a good question. I feel it. What are your thoughts on personal trainers who work for multi-level marketing companies? I've talked to 3 so far in my search for a PT, and all 3 of them asked me to join their wellness group and sell me shakes. Fuck that shit. What are my thoughts? My thoughts are people that are they're looking for the short-term fix. They're trying to make money now. They're trying to build a business within someone else's business. I don't like it. If you're signing up with that trainer, you're not really signing up with them. You're signing up with that company, because that company has a fucking stronghold with how they're going to be promoting their content, because they want you to take their shakes. They want you, hey, do this and take 2 scoops of this. They're going to make money off based on points or total volume sold and stuff for like their downline. So it's just this trickle down effect. You're going to want someone that's at least, I would say, doing their own thing, that has their own voice, because you're really just signing up for that supplement company, essentially. They're just going to be spouting all their ideologies and shit like that because they want to grow that business. That's where those multi-level marketing companies succeed, is because people want to have their own business, but they don't want to create their own business. So they're kind of hijacking or jumping on this other business, which is a small subsect of a bigger business. They're just kind of grabbing a cell. It's like, oh, this person did all the work. Let me just promote their stuff. So you're just paying, and it's just trickling. Because how many times is someone going to have their own idea, be able to market? I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my everything myself. You create your own thing, but not everyone has the mindset for that. They've always existed. They always will. I'm not a fan of that. What tips do I have managing calloused hands from weight training? I don't. You can sand them down. You can file them down. I don't care. I get some calluses. You can file them down. Moisturizer. Managing calloused hands. You can wear gloves if you're afraid of calluses. I'm not going to call you a biche, because some people need softer hands. If you're like a massage therapist or something like that. Or if you're, a lot of women don't want to have calloused hands. I get it. Just wear gloves. Mackenzie, what exercise besides pull-ups can I do to help my pull-up progression? Negatives. Inverted rows, negatives, isometric hold at the top, but negatives. If you're trying to help your pull-up progression, you need to do fucking pull-ups. So don't be ridiculous. You want to help your pull-up progression, you got to do pull-ups, but do negatives with pull-ups. Or do some more extreme inverted rows, but negatives. Ooh, good question, Holly. Who here isn't practicing yoga yet? Calling people out. Call them out. Call them out. Call them out. Who here isn't practicing yoga? You not practicing yoga? Practice, motherfuckers. Best piece of fitness equipment that's value for money? Yoga mat. Haha, yoga mat. A good yoga mat. A good yoga mat. White coat hypertension? I thought it was white coat syndrome. I guess that would be white coat hypertension if you're getting specific with the high blood pressure. Cool. Aight. Jared Miller. I'm gonna say it with a German accent. Jared Miller. Mr. Miller. I am interested in doing personal training when I get out of the Army. I'm looking at pursuing a degree in either exercise science or nutrition. Which would you say would be more beneficial? I don't think it really matters. I would say exercise science. I'm not really sure what kind of degree are you talking about, like a bachelor's degree? I don't think either. I don't think either of them. I'm sure the Army, what they're paying for it, right? Or that's going to cover it. Honestly, I would be very. I would think if you're looking to do personal training, go and get a personal training certification and shadow someone and do that. I would not. I don't care. I don't even care. Like if the Army's paying for it, I still think it's a waste of your time. Just do like a 4-year degree. I wouldn't do that nowadays. I wouldn't do that nowadays. I really don't think fucking college is not necessary. Getting skills, courses, and things that are going to help you with your craft. But a lot of what college is now is just complete fluff. They've fluffed up and they've bloated the courses that you fucking take, and for the price and for lodging and housing and food. A lot of it's just a waste of fucking money. You can take individual courses for things depending on what it is, but you can learn so much more. I've learned more in the past 3 years by immersing myself in my business and in doing social media and broadcasting and podcasting and video editing. Like the skills and shit that I've fucking learned has just been immeasurable. So much more valuable than a different type of valuable, but so much more valuable than a lot of stuff that I've done, from like an education standpoint in terms of like certifications and stuff like that. Different types of learning, but everything's so accessible now. Everything's so accessible now. Fat girl thinks thin. What does that mean? How do you think thin? You mean you're not thinking about being fat? Fat girl thinks thin. Fat girl thinks like girl. You're not a fat girl. You're a girl that has extra body weight that you're going to lose. That's fine. Fat girl thinks thin. Fat girl thinks like girl. Do you have any advice for dealing with exertion headaches? It's really getting in the way of my training. I would go to the doctor. Why are you getting exertion headaches? Maybe you're not breathing properly. Are you not hydrating properly? Are you not eating properly? I would be concerned about why you're getting headaches on a regular basis. Are regular massages part of lifestyle of mine? No, I don't go and get massages. I should more, but this is only so much time, and I think there's better ways for me to spend my money. Not that it's not a good thing. And it is more of a luxury for sure. It's more of a luxury for sure. So, but it doesn't have to be thought of as a luxury. I probably will start doing that again soon, doing like once a week. I did that for a little bit. It's really good for the body. If you get a good sports masseuse or someone who's doing like real tactical specific. I don't like those feel good massages where it's like, here, relax, go sleepies. No, I want you to fucking break some shit down. I want you to take that muscle, separate it from the bone, and let it just heal back together nicely. So if that's definitely something that would improve recovery and get into some shit that you can't get with just yoga, with just foam rolling. You can't get into the same depth because you're completely passive when you're doing a massage. You're just not doing anything. Yeah, making gains. I'm scrolling down to catch some news. So if I missed your question, you can ask again. Tramia Marie, do you have any tips for people at a healthy weight but still trying to lose fat and tone? I feel like it's 10 times harder. Sure, because you're at your proper weight. There's no such thing as toning. That just means getting leaner. So yeah, do your heavy weight training and just maintain your calories. Maybe drop your carbs a little bit. Go back to an elimination diet. Focus on tightening up your nutrition and your consistency more. Monitor your caloric intake and tweak and play. But keep lifting heavy. That's going to help. That lifting. Yoga's fantastic too. Jared, the Army's paying for it, but I'm going online, so perhaps a degree that's more business or management. I don't know about that. I don't think I learned about business by doing business. I'm still learning about business, but like I'm learning it. You learn it by doing it. It depends. I would just, it's your time. So you're going to learn by getting involved, not by just waiting someone, filling in the blanks. You're going to learn by fucking doing it. Whatever it is. Lala Lush. Sprained my finger 2 days ago. My middle finger. Ooh, this one? Is it safe to lift weights? Probably not. It's still slightly swollen. My grip's not affected. It's mostly stiff. Your call. I'm not going to tell you not to. You're probably going to do it anyway. I would let it heal, but you can still probably do exercises. But here's the risk. Like, what if a weight rolls into it, or you kind of bang it, or you strain it? You don't know exactly what's going on. You can definitely aggravate it a lot more. So maybe you want to go and do a leg workout and just be careful of your upper body and your finger and let it recover. Maybe just do some different exercise, things that you can really control. What the hell is that? What was under my finger now? So I just be careful. Be careful. What's the rush? What's the rush? What's the rush? La la lush. I get fatigued and I faint easily. Your advice on switching what order you do each workout was really helpful. Any other advice on working out for people who are easily fatigued? Keep practicing. I don't know why you should not. It's not normal to get fatigued and faint easily. You need to go see a medical professional, and you need to make sure that you're eating properly. Maybe your blood pressure is dropping too low. Maybe you're not eating enough. I would get that looked into. That's not normal. How do you know what a healthy weight for your body is? Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. What do you think? A healthy weight's relative to your lean mass. So you can look up at charts. You can Google it. BMIs are relatively decent for someone who doesn't exercise at all. But once you start lifting weights, BMI is not super accurate. But you can look it up. You can Google what's average and what's normal. Remember that the average is usually fatter than what most people expect. The average keeps on going fatter and fatter because of the population's pushing the average heavier. That's how it's working. The fucking obesity in this country is ridiculous. So it keeps on pushing that narrative further and further. What do I think about the slimming belts and sauna suits and clothes to help lose weight? It's water weight. If you're in a sauna in a suit, you're sweating more. You're not losing jack shit except for more water. It's dangerous. You get dehydrated, you can fucking have a stroke. Papa, what are your thoughts on fat dietitians? They probably shouldn't be giving out advice. That's my thought on fat dietitians. Fat dietitians, you mean fat people that are giving hypocritical advice? Chance gathers, hey Papa, I'm a big guy that kind of goes all or nothing with food. I either overeat or eat under 1,000 calories. What's a good range I should be at to lose fat and gain muscle? How the fuck do I know? I don't know. How the fuck would I know how to answer that question? What's a good caloric range I should be at to lose fat and gain muscle? Oh, what's a magic fairy dust that I could just sprinkle upon you that would just magically fix your poor eating habits? I appreciate the question, bro, but that's not even close to a question that any human being can possibly fucking answer. I don't know anything about you. I don't know your height, your weight, your exercise output. I don't know anything about your schedule nor do I want to hear about it in the comments for paragraphs and paragraphs, but you got to fucking start somewhere. You need to get locked down into some kind of a pattern with accountability and a good community and a good program and a good outline. You need a lot of structure. I have been away from the Daily Swole for too long. Can we not see all the Facebook comments anymore? You can. Just look below the video. You can, bro. Just look below where you're posting. Not on the screen. That was annoying. This is much better. Water polo coach Lee. Hey, Papa, do you get joint pain after a tough workout? No. If so, what's your go-to recovery? Yoga, sauna, sleep, foam rolling, joint pain? Don't forget your tendons attach muscle to the bone. So, muscle pain or tendon, like you can get soreness and it feels like in the joint, in the actual joint. That's not good. You don't want joint pain. Where's Papa? And she's sleeping. She's sleeping. Should a doctor have a degree or just do it like business? Tony Montana voice. Should a doctor have a degree or just fucking do it, man? Like a business. Okay? Okay. Loho. Stop asking me stupid fucking questions, man. Tired of that shit. What's up, baby girl? How's you doing? You look sexy as fuck. Look at you. You're black and white. You're sexy fucking beast, you know? Yeah. What's your opinion on calorie cycling? I don't. This is the thing with all these different fucking phrases. People just make shit up. Calorie cycling, carb cycling. I think these are just things that can work, but it's still going to come down to, are you eating in a caloric deficit? Okay. Are you in a caloric surplus? Okay. A lot of these cyclings and intermittent fasting, what does it do? It limits how many times you're eating throughout the fucking day. Intermittent fasting's the shit. It works. It helps you, blah, blah. Well, if you're only stuffing your fat face for 6 hours, you're not going to stuff your fat face with as many calories. You're going to get full. So because you have no fucking self-control throughout the entire day, we're going to have to only give you 6 hours to eat. That's what intermittent fasting is. We can only give your fat ass 6 hours to eat because otherwise you're going to eat the fucking world. We can't give you 12 hours because you don't shut your fucking mouth. So we're going to give you 6 hours. You hear me? We're going to give you 6 hours. Maybe you can not stuff your face with quite so much food. Wow, I lost all this weight with intermittent fasting. No, you lost weight with closing your mouth. So that's why I think about all these things. Not that they don't work, not that it's not healthy, not that I can't benefit people. It's a tool. Some things work for different people. I don't want to cycle my fucking calories. I want to eat the foods that are good for me whenever the fuck I please. That's my opinion. I think everyone needs to get so fucking consistent with their nutrition that you can intuitively eat because you know what size and what food, and you're prepping your own food. You're making your own food, prepping your food. You're cooking. We call meal prep. I'm meal prepping. You mean cooking. People need to think about it. It's not meal prepping. It's fucking cooking. You're cooking food like a human being. You do that, you're going to be fine. Fine. You're going to be fucking fine if you just fucking cook. Cook. You want to fix your nutrition? Cook your own meals. Don't buy things pre-made. Learn how to cook. You learn how to cook, you're going to lose fucking weight. 9 times out of 10. Because you're not using all these processed ingredients. You're not using all this fucking shit. You're making actual food with fiber, with volume. That's it. That's a huge thing. And guess why people are fat? Because no one learns how to fucking cook. Parents aren't teaching their kids, and no one does home ec in school. So kids don't know how to cook fucking food. So what do? They go to Subway. They go to Taco Bell. They go to Burger King. They go to the fucking restaurant. They go to the gas station. They go to the fucking... They get a protein fucking bar because they don't know how to make their own food. I get bored I get bored eating the same shit because you only learned how to make chicken and fucking broccoli. Google it. Learn how to cook. Try some different things. You look at a recipe. It tells you, buy these things. Here's how you make it. Do this, do this, do this, do this, and then boom. They literally tell you. Now you have YouTube. It'll show you how to fucking do it. Lazy beaches. Papa, did you read my question about how to get motivation? No. I've been slacking and I can't fight the laziness anymore. I need to bounce back. So fucking bounce back. Either you do it or you don't. What do you want me to say? Fuck your motivation, bro. I have nothing to tell you. How do you get motivation? How do you get motivated? By fucking doing it. You don't get motivated. Realize that's a waste of your fucking time because you're sitting around waiting to feel like it. You're never going to. Your body doesn't give a shit. If you want to lose weight, if you want to go to the gym, then stop being a puss and go to the fucking gym. That's it. Force it. Force momentum. Fuck your motivation. Force momentum. You can do it. Just go. Go until it's a habit. Go until you just go. Go until you're just, that's what you do. I'm Edward and I go to the fucking gym. That's it. That's what you do. Go get it. Fuck you, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I think it's because my coffee ran out for a second. I'm going to have to pour more. So I got cranky for a second. Yeah, learn how to cook. Some parents really failed. Well, most people don't know how to cook. My colleagues say that healthy food is more expensive. You have pretty stupid colleagues. I'm saying that. I hope they're listening. How do I make them understand that water is literally the cheapest drink? And if they stop drinking soda, that would be amazing. By telling them that or not, what are you going to do? How do you make them understand? You don't make anyone understand shit. You don't make anyone do anything. Fucking worry about you. Who cares? Let them be fat. They need to come around. Just, you can still be a positive influence. But I would associate yourself with those people as little as possible. You work with them and then leave. Don't hang out with them. You look like Conor McGregor's older brother that used to beat his ass. Fuck yeah. Little skinny motherfucker. I used to beat the shit out of it. No, just kidding. Does he have an older brother? I don't think I'll be doing any beating of Conor McGregor's ass anytime soon. I don't think so. Something tells me that I would be under the ground in moments. I'd probably think about beating his ass and then I'd be like, what happened? Where am I? In the hospital. What are your thoughts on a high carb, low fat vegan diet? I don't recommend it to anyone. I think for a select few people that go through an elimination diet and find that that is their optimal way of eating for their own personal health, not for moral values and I want to save the planet and save the animals, that's the best thing by trial and error for their own personal health, then that's right for that person. Otherwise, I don't think that's a good method. But if you want to do that or someone wants to do it, that's fine. I don't think it's optimal. And I would never recommend it for anyone to pursue. That's kind of something that you end up at because nothing else has worked for you. Let's see. Papa, at Papa. What is this? At Papa? At Papa? That's not my name. I don't have that. I'm not at Papa. I'm at Papa Swole. Why is it that if you eat something that after half an hour later, the meal, I get hungry as fuck? You're not eating enough or you're eating the wrong thing. Healthy, I don't know what's healthy for you. That's a terrible example. Half an hour after the meal, I get hungry as fuck. I don't know. You're not eating enough food? You're still hungry? I don't know. I need an example. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's also true. I know people who have done high carb vegan diets and their gut is destroyed. Well, a lot of what's going on online with vegans and people that are vegan and have a following and they have a lot of subscribers and stuff and they stop being a vegan, they get demonized for it. Their subscribers just fucking rage and they unsubscribe and they yell and they trash them. You're a shark, you're faking it, you're bullshit, you failed us, blah, blah, blah. Because veganism isn't about the diet. It's not about the health. It's about the belief of not harming anything and not eating animal products. It's not for your own personal health. That's the problem. That's like that Freely Banana Girl shit. She's like a psychopath that essentially hates human beings because you can't fucking even think about an animal that even, if that animal cries, if an animal gets wet by the rain, she's going to get upset. So there's no debating those types of people. There's no reasoning. And here's the thing, I'm fine. If you want to be a vegan, that's fine, but I'm not going to talk about it as if it's a viable option that someone should be pursuing. But if you're going to do it, that's fine. That's fine. I just don't like when people preach to other people like that. I hate that. That's what I fucking hate about religion when you're trying to convert people. No, don't convert people. If someone wants to try it and they find it and they like it, A lot of people try it. A lot of people try it and they fucking hate it with good reason. You're cutting out like 99% of the shit that fucking human beings are normally eating. There's nothing wrong with eating animal products. The quality of the animal products and maybe the lack of other nutrients on a genetic level, like each person, some people can do really well with high fat diets. Some people are not as equipped, just based on probably the roll of the dice and genetics and things we're still figuring out, not as well equipped for high fat. Maybe it's something else. So let's see here. I'm just scrolling through. I think where we go here. I thought I had a question. Janine Kadada. Papa, on their motivation question, can you talk more about the mentality you need in order to be disciplined? Well, that's what I talk about all the time. Of course it's overlooked. It's not just overlooked in fitness, it's overlooked, period. People just overlook discipline. People overlook discipline. I'm not the most disciplined person in the world. It's something you have to constantly address, but it's practice. If you're going after something that you truly want, I think a lot of people are pursuing things in fitness and these goals that they think society holds valuable that they think they have to pursue, like having abs. Abs is not, okay, if you don't have a six pack, does it mean you're not healthy? That does not mean that you're not healthy. But that's like what's put on a pedestal that you have to have a six pack abs. There's nothing wrong with having six pack. Doesn't mean if you have a six pack that you're not healthy or that you're more healthy. It just means you have less subcutaneous fat around your midsection. It's a very hard place to get that lean because the human body wants to store fat there. It's like shit, you're going against the fundamental of the human evolution, of the human Homo sapien evolution. We've evolved to try to keep extra fat and extra energy near where we're going to use it. So your body wants to put fat there, and then we're trying to keep it from putting fat there. So, well, there isn't like a switch that you just kind of like flip and your body just doesn't store fat there anymore. That's why it's a training. And I think sometimes for some people, if you're not addressing your body and training your body in a certain way for a certain amount of time from younger, you just might never obtain that because it's just been so many years where your body has never given a shit or been exposed to those types of stresses. But creating discipline is just a habit. It's creating habits. Discipline is habits. If you want it bad enough, you're going to do what it takes. Think about all the things that you've wanted. You want a brand new TV. You want a 70-inch fucking TV. Okay? So you save up and you put money away every time you got a paycheck or a payment or you got a new client. You put the money away a little bit, and then you bought a brand new you have those goals, and you'll do that for shit that's not going to help your health. What about the things that you should be doing and sacrificing for and putting time into? And you should be putting money into your fitness and into your body savings account. You should be putting stuff into that. You should be improving yourself and your health in that way. You should be investing. Every time you work out, every time you eat something good, make a good decision, you're investing. You're investing in your health. You're investing in your body. We're talking about vegans in the comments now. Where's your passion for health and fitness come from? I just love it. I love exercise. I love lifting and the physique and the way it makes you feel. It's awesome. I don't really overthink it. Fitness is fucking what the human body is for. It's for moving and lifting and hunting and eating. And it's really just getting back to passionate about humans doing human things. I appreciate it, Ralph. Are there going to be new vids for Swolga? Sure, all in due time. There's a lot of other things that are in the process, but you have some new yoga classes, full yoga classes. But I'll be adding some more Swolga in the future. For sure. All aspects, all things in Swolenormous X are being added to. There's just a bunch of things that are really pending right now. So I can only do so many things at once, of course. And in the future, maybe some vlogs will come back, no doubt. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Vegan cat food. That was one of Joe Rogan's bits. Hashtag vegan cat. That was fucking funny as shit. Beatrice Diaz, what's your opinion on static stretching during rest periods of sets? I don't recommend it. I think dynamic stretching will be more beneficial during your workout. Speaking from, well, look, Jude, you know why you're going to be successful with your quitting of smoking? You're very much more likely to be successful because you're using social contracts. You're here every day. You know what, Jude? use the daily swole to keep yourself. I think everyone will agree in the comments. And I want to let you all know that you can do that. You can use the daily swole to keep yourself accountable. When you think about it, what keeps you accountable to things? You put it out there. You post it on social media. You post it on Instagram. You post it on Facebook. You put it out there that you're doing this, that you're going to be executing X, Y, and Z every day. You're going to quit smoking. You're going to quit drinking. You're going to quit eating fast food. So if you need to come here on the podcast and just fucking post every day that you're fucking still on it, good, do it. Because I'm going to see your name and I'm going to get to know your fucking name. I'm going to call you out. That's what, look, I'm here every day and you still got to show up and do your shit every day. So whatever you're working on coming up this week, another reason why we do the Sunday Funday Q&Anus. A lot of you have questions that you're trying